Welcome to Savvy Business, Life Unscripted, with your host, Christina Rivera, where our guests share their wisdom and valuable business tips, empowering our audience to expand their personal potential.
Good day, beautiful, bountiful, beloved, immortal beings, and good-looking people everywhere listening to Christina. And how can I make the statement, Christina, that everybody is watching and listening is good looking? Because if they tuned into your show, Savvy Business, by definition, they're always looking for and finding the good. That's a good looking person, looking for and finding the good. My name is Barry Shore, Barrysshore, and our company is called The Joy of Living.
I love it. Barry Shore, welcome to Savvy Broadcasting. I'm so grateful to have you here today. This is awesome. You really stuck with me while we had some health issues, but you're going to talk about your own difficulty you've had with health and how you turned around a super tragedy into something amazing and into great joy. So I'm going to let you start off by just sharing with our audience a little bit about your backstory.
Imagine, wonderful Christina, and all the people listening, standing up in the morning, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound, hale and hearty, and that evening be in the hospital completely, totally paralyzed. And it was not from an automobile accident. It was not a spinal injury. A rare disease took over my body, which I never heard of the day before. And in a matter of hours, I'm rendered what's called a quadriplegic. Nothing on my body moved. 144 days in the hospital. I was in a hospital bed in my own home for 2 years. I couldn't turn over by myself. I was 4 years in wheelchairs. I had braces on both my legs, from my hips to my ankles, and that was progress. Thank God today, Christina, I'm able to walk with a 7-foot walking wand made for me by a Zen master. I still can't walk up a stair by myself. I can't walk up a curb by myself, and I've helped 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But you hear my voice, positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant. Yeah. And it's all because of one word, Christina. One word, because your words matter. What you say to yourself and you say to others matter. And that word is smile. Yeah. Because smile stands for seeing miracles in life every day.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Every day and everywhere you can find miracles. Just open your eyes. Remember we talked about being good looking?
Yeah.
Looking for the good. When you look for the good, guess what will happen? You'll find it.
Yeah, it's true. I remember a number of years ago, I had done this gratitude journal in the morning because I was getting in a funky mood. I didn't like my job. And doing that, just looking, all right, what can I be grateful for? Wherever you're at. And you can always find something, your blessed family, your children, that you have great health, which a lot of us take for granted, many times. So share with me, how did you get to that point where you're in, your body can't feel anything to, I'm going to turn this around to joy? How did you go through that transformation?
First of all, it's not easy.
No.
But I'm also here to tell everybody that you can do it. The title of my book, which Christina has a copy of, and she's going to hold it up, and it's also going to tell everybody about, it's called The Joy of Living, How to Slay Stress and Be Happy. And it's called The Joy of Living, How to Live in Joy no matter the circumstances. So just imagine, I'm laying in bed for years. All I could do was visualize being able to put my feet over the side of the bed and stand up. That was my visualization. And I did it day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, year in and year out, until one day I was able, a lot of effort, a lot of physical therapy, a lot of love, to put my feet over the side of the bed. And with help, stand up. Now, it still takes me 10 minutes to get out of the bed in the morning, Christina, but guess what? I get out of bed. So it's the process of, first of all, being thankful at this very moment when you do have your complete health, that you can get up out of bed, that you can open your eyes in the morning and move your arms and move your legs and get out of bed. To be grateful and thankful for that is wonderful. And to be in any situation where you are, how should we say it, tested. We call it from tragedy to triumph. Somebody mentioned to me recently when they were interviewing me. So let me give you an insight. People ask me all the time, Christina, can you define joy, Barry Shore? What is joy? So first of all, we work with a lot of words. We work with acronyms. Acronyms take the first letter of each word and a word and break it up into parts. So joy stands for generating ongoing youth.
I love
Generating ongoing youth, because that's what joy is all about. Being
Yeah.
youthful, no matter if you're 12 years old, 52 years old, 72, 92, or 108. One of my friends is
Yeah.
108 years old. How do you like that?
Yeah. And you know what? I find that to be true. When someone's purely full of joy, it's like it's beyond happy. Happy is like I'm just content, but it's like bubbling over. You look younger. You look like a child. Even in your beingness.
Because it's called being young at heart.
Yeah.
So let me give you an idea of joy. We say joy is like this. Joy expands the consciousness. It calms the senses. It fills the heart with might and power. Joy enables you to navigate the most turbulent seas. Joy is the wellspring of life. And life stands for living inspirationally for eternity, Christina. We're not here just for the here and now. We are eternal beings. Whether you believe you have a soul or not is beside the point. You are an eternal being. So what you say to somebody else, what you think about during the day, what you do makes all the difference. We live with three fundamentals in the world that I speak about and speak with the people about. And the three fundamentals of life are, number one, life has purpose. And when you lead a purpose-driven life, you can go mad. Now, in this case, MAD's a great acronym that stands for make a difference. You lead a purpose-driven life, you make a difference. And the third fundamental of life is to, she is wonderful. Life has a purpose. Very good. Go mad, go make a difference. Thank you, Christina. And the third fundamental is to unlock the secrets and the power of everyday words and terms. Simplest example, right now, this is being carried over the internet, right? If you ask anybody, what does www stand for? And they'll tell you it has to do with the internet, right? But in our world, Christina, the world of the positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant, www stands for, drum roll, fanfare, da-da, da-da. What a wonderful world.
I like it.
And what is the word? WHATA. What a wonderful world. Big thank you to Louis Armstrong Satchel for enabling that song to go viral and touch hundreds of millions, not billions of people around the planet.
Yeah.
WWW. What a wonderful world. Isn't that fabulous?
It totally is. And you mentioned something interesting. You said, when you find your purpose, it gives you something to live for. And now some people are like, oh, I'm looking for my purpose. I don't know what my purpose is. It doesn't have to be something huge, right?
On the contrary, it's probably better for most people not to think of themselves as Mother Teresa. As a matter of fact, when you can walk into a coffee shop, which we'll do pretty soon again, and you can smile and say thank you to whoever's around you, that makes a difference. That becomes your purpose. Your purpose is to become a cog. A cog stands for channel of goodness, child of God. When you recognize that your ability is to live in life, enjoy, no matter the circumstances, that becomes your purpose in life. And whatever it is that you do in your profession, you could be a doctor, a lawyer, an Indian chief, you could be the person who's sweeping up in the local coffee shop. It doesn't matter. Purpose is given over to you to become that channel of goodness, to learn how to say thank you. Thank, by the way, is a great word, Christina. It stands for to harmonize and network kindness. To harmonize and network kindness. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Therefore, be kind always, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is so great because I know that we'll go through times in our life and we're like, we confuse our career, our chosen careers. Oh, is it my purpose? Am I really hitting where I need to do on this planet? When what you're saying, it's really about our beingness and any given moment. Are we being joy? Are we being, that in love?
Love, see, Christina knows all the right words. Love stands for living on vibrant energy. Living on the vibrational plane. Somebody asked me recently, can you give me another definition of joy? I said, well, let's try this one. You've got to dance daily even hourly. Sing the joyful tune and laugh out loud. That's the meaning of, that's the feeling of joy, right?
That's awesome. Yeah, totally.
And you can
Totally.
do that if you're a lawyer, a doctor, a
Mhm.
truck driver, a bus driver, homemaker,
Yeah.
whatever it is that you do, as long as you do it with love, appreciation. Matter of fact, I have a section in the book where I mention this to people. I urge people to practice this. If
Mhm.
you can consciously and conscientiously 3 times a day, consciously
Mhm.
say to somebody, right now, I'll do it with you, Christina. Did I tell you today how much I appreciate you?
Aw, not yet, but you
But
just
I'm
did.
telling you, right. So when Brian, your husband, says to you, Christina, did I tell you how much I appreciate? Does that not make a difference in your life?
Absolutely.
And that's what you're called upon to be mad. Make a difference. Use your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to bring more joy into the world. And guess what happens? By definition, you become the beneficiary. When
Yeah.
you think, you start to try and help other people, guess what happens? You become the beneficiary. So
Yeah.
all of this, by the way, is predicated on something very important. If you learn to live in joy daily, you will be healthier and wealthier. This show is all about savvy business, right? You want to
Absolutely.
be healthier and wealthier. Learn to live in joy daily, no matter the circumstances.
Mm. Yeah, this is amazing to me, Barry, because I remember years ago, and I'll never forget this guy. He was in a parking attendant, and he was parking cars all day long. But he was doing it with fervent joy and happiness. He was running from car to car and whistling and singing. And I was like, "Wow, you're amazing at this!" Like he lightened me up, got me excited. And he said, "Well, my mom always told me if you're gonna do anything, even if it's shoveling SHIT, be
Yeah.
the best darn you know what you could be." And that's what I
By the
do.
way, that was shoveling snow, he meant.
That's right.
Yes. But what he was doing is he was sharing with Christina something amazing. First of all, she noticed it because he perked her up
Mhm.
and he was teaching her an amazing idea, which is called shift happens. Now, most people, when they say it, but shift happens, somehow they drop that F in that word shift and they understand the other stuff. But no, it's about shift. And we're talking here again in the book, we mentioned this one great, there's 11 strategies for learning how to live in joy daily. One strategy is called get uncomfortable. Huh?
Hmm.
Get uncomfortable? I want to be comfortable about. Comfort is where dreams go to die. Let's get uncomfortable. Now, we're not talking about putting a pebble in your shoe or wearing a hair shirt, but I will share with you a great idea to be uncomfortable. Very simple one. Ready, Christina?
Tell me.
Use your non-dominant hand to brush your teeth in the morning. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, because I'm a righty, so that means I have to use my left. I've been doing this for years. I trained myself,
Uh-huh.
but it's not simple. But guess what happens? When you do that, you're engaging your mind, and instead of becoming mindless, it becomes mindful. And now you make a difference. Just that simple act of shifting into uncomfortable situation,
Yeah.
and now you can learn to live in joy daily. By the way, I do use a lot of 4-letter words. I just want to let you know. I even use the 4-letter FU word. But the 4-letter words that we use, because we live in the world of positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant, 4-letter words we use are love, life, hope, grow, free, gift,
Love it.
play, pray. By
Uh-huh.
the way, we have a free gift. Can I tell everybody? I have a free gift. It's worth $50 and it's free because you listen to Christina on the Savvy Business podcast.
Yes.
So just go to www, remember what that stands for? What a wonderful world. .barryshore.com, BARRYSHORE, barryshore.com. You see, free gift, $50, your $50 value, yours. Use it. It will be of benefit to you because that's what we're all about, right, Christina? We're here
Absolutely.
to share. Share stands for spreading happiness and rejuvenating energy.
Wow. That's amazing. And I know in your book early on, in the very beginning, you talk about the dangers of stress and how dangerous it is to your health and your happiness. And it's such a part of modern day life. I hear so many people say, "I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed." How do you deal with stress, and how have you helped people deal with stress?
This is so critical and important, and I'm so glad that people are listening to you. I know that tens of thousands of people do. So let's take a look. First of all, Christina, it's the most searched for word on the internet outside of COVID or vaccine.
Whoa.
Because everybody is in stress at some point in some level, right?
Yeah.
Even when COVID goes away, stress is still going to be there. But let's define what stress is. It's a great word and an amazing acronym. Stress stands for stomach turning reality, enabling self-sabotage. Ah!
No.
You know what happened? I lost my job. We might lose the house. My cousin committed suicide. The kids are going crazy because they're in school. The country is going wild. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's how most people hear the word stress. Am I correct?
Yes. Is there content? Yeah.
Let's take a look at another one. We only have a few more minutes. Stress should also be read this way. Stomach turning reality. Tough stuff. You did lose your job. You might lose the house. Your cousin did commit suicide. The kids are crazy. They're not in school. And the country is going in turmoil. Enabling self-success. How you respond in any situation will determine what happens. 6 most important words you'll ever learn. And let's close with this. 6 most important words will allow you to have stress, meaning enabling self-success. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. You choose to listen to Christina. You choose to live in joy. Get the book, The Joy of Living, available at Amazon and iBooks, and use it because it's written because of what I went through to be able to serve everybody. And you can do this. Everybody can live joy daily, no matter the circumstances.
Wow, Barry, this is phenomenal. And one of the most precious gifts we've been given, a lot of people say it's this or that or health, but really it's choice. God gave us free will. It's a beautiful gift that we get to choose our life and how we respond to it every day. And you've been such a joy. You to the world and what you've given today to our audience. Everyone go get The Joy of Living today at Barry Shaw.
Shore, S-H-O-R-E.
All right. Barry, and that's BarryShore.com. I thank you so much, Barry. It was awesome connecting with you.
Can we give a quick, I was going to give you a hug and then I'm going to do a quick blessing. Ready? Here's a hug. And a blessing for everybody listening. You ready?
Yes.
Go forth. Live exuberantly. Spread the seeds of joy, happiness, peace, and love. Go mad. Go make a difference.
Amen. Thank you so much, Barry. God bless. It's wonderful having you come out today. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. Bye, everybody.
Like, subscribe, and share this episode. To listen to more savvy episodes and savvy biz tips, go to www.lifeunscriptedradio.com. To find out about our paid sponsorship opportunities or how to become a guest, email Christina at lifeunscriptedradio.com.